Hi YouTube. People often say, what do we need the royal family for? What do we need the Queen for? I'd like to answer this question not from a human perspective, but from a karmic perspective, from the perspective of karma. I know the human point of view is that we don't need the Queen, it costs us a lot of money, this, that, and the other. I'd like to answer this question from a karmic point of view. Okay. A person could be very generous and constantly giving their money away and constantly buying things for other people. If a person continues doing that and continues keep buying things for other people and continues keep helping other people in different ways, eventually that person attracts such good karma that in their future life that they either become rich in this life later in life, or they become rich in a future life, or someone that really goes out of their way to help other people, for instance someone like Mother Teresa or something, they will either be born in a very high point in heaven, which means at the right hand of God, or if they do decide to come back down to earth, then that person will be born as a royal member of the royal family. And that is why a lot of religious people tend to be the head of the royal family. People who are kings and queens and princes and princesses on earth tend to be very religious. Yes, so in answer to your question from a karmic point of view, in order for a person to be born into a royal family, they would have to have extremely good karma. They would have to have gone out of their way the whole of their life in a previous life to help other people. For instance, Princess Diana is a good example here. Even great fortune tellers and soothsayers have seen that in previous lives she was like a kind of Mother Teresa kind of person. And even when she was on earth in the life that she was in recently, there was a strong element of humility to her spirit. There was a strong element to helping other people. Of course, if all that money goes to the heads, then of course in the next life, then of course they're going to be born into a poor family. Of course, that is what will happen, um, because you get the lessons that you need to learn on Earth. As I've said before, people who don't like gay people tend to have either gay children, or they tend to be born in a next life as a gay person themselves. From a racism point of view, a person that doesn't like black people will be born in their next life as a black person, and a person that doesn't like Polish people will be born in the next life as a Polish person, and so on and so forth. Because we're here to learn the lessons that everything is one. Everything is one, and that is the lessons that we are here to learn. And if we don't learn those lessons, then we have to keep coming back in different bodies. If there's something that we don't like, whether it's gay people, whether it's a certain nationality, whether it's rich people, whatever it is, you will be born in your next life to confront those problems from a more personal perspective. So, say you hate rich people, either in this life you will have no money, or yeah. But if you learn to send blessings out, if you learn to feel at peace with people who are rich, then either later in life or in your next life you will become rich, because we learn those lessons that we need to learn, and karma keeps us within the perimeters of those lessons. So I know a lot of videos on my YouTube channel are a bit mad, but I do try to interpret more serious subjects as well. For instance, why do we need the royal family? Because I know a lot of people say that. Um, and from the perspective of karma, the people who are in the royal family must have extremely good karma because they wouldn't be able to be there if they wasn't. Nothing happens by chance, nothing happens by accident. There are trillions of cells in your body at this very moment, all working together in perfect synchronicity. There are trillions of atoms all over the universe, all working together in perfect symmetry, in perfect synergy, or symmetry, or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a. I haven't swallowed a dictionary. I don't know all the words under the sun, but I know that there's perfect symmetry or perfect synergy within the whole universe, and nothing is out of place. Nothing is. Everything is here to. Everything is here to blend into one. We came from one, we shall return to one. Like many waters all flow into the sea. No matter where the water falls, it all flows back to the sea. So no matter where we are in this life or in any other life, we will flow back to our source in God. But God is not a separate being from us. God is who we are. God is everyone. God is everything. There is nothing that is not God. So to say that there's an old man in the sky and that we should start praying to him is complete bollocks. Because God is everywhere, God is everything. I could just as much pray to this brick wall as I could to pray to God. It'd be exactly the same thing. I could just pray to a beggar sitting on the street as I could to Jesus. It's exactly the same thing. I could just as much pray to someone that's dying of herpes or AIDS or whatever as I could Jesus, because that person with herpes, that person with AIDS is just as much God, just as much Jesus as Jesus is himself. There is no difference, there is only one. To see differences is illusion. There is only one. No matter what a person has done, no matter what a person will do, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. Eventually, they will have to go back to who they are, because they will keep coming back here in different bodies, in different forms, until they realise that everything is one. This is the lesson of karma. Oh, I haven't brushed my teeth today. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. You're not seeing my teeth on YouTube. Okay. God bless you all. God bless, God bless, God bless, God bless.